The EFF's baptism of fire, a struggle worth fighting. South Africa's political landscape is ablaze, and at its center stands the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, facing a storm unlike any before. Once seen as the audacious voice of economic liberation, the EFF now finds itself under attack from all sides. These attacks are not random, they are calculated, coordinated, and relentless, a testament to the movement's power to disrupt entrenched systems of inequality. It has become fashionable to attack the EFF. Even political parties with no substantial following, whose existence is barely acknowledged by voters, suddenly feel emboldened to take potshots. Their confidence stems not from conviction but from the broader machinery working to delegitimize the EFF. The mainstream media, once a platform for diverse perspectives, now appears intent on manufacturing stories to tarnish the EFF's image. Baseless accusations are paraded as facts, while those behind these narratives remain conveniently silent about their true motivations. The hypocrisy of the unity preachers. Then there are formations like the MKP, who drape themselves in the rhetoric of black unity but waste no time launching venomous attacks against the EFF. These formations, led by individuals implicated in state capture, have weaponized both social media and national platforms to undermine the EFF's mission. Their words, laced with hypocrisy, expose their true allegiance not to the people, but to their own selfish ambitions. How can one preach black unity while tearing down a movement fighting for economic freedom? How can they claim to stand with the oppressed while aligning themselves with monopoly capital? These contradictions are as glaring as they are infuriating, and they lay bare the stakes of this battle. Monopoly capital's iron grip. At the root of this onslaught lies the power of monopoly capital, a force that has dominated South Africa's economy for centuries. With its wealth and influence, it has orchestrated a campaign to silence the EFF, a movement daring to challenge the status quo. The EFF's calls for land redistribution, nationalization of key industries, and dismantling systemic inequality threaten the comfortable stranglehold of monopoly capital. This is not just a political attack, it is a war against the ideals of justice, equity, and freedom. By undermining the EFF, monopoly capital seeks to maintain the structures that have kept black South Africans economically marginalized since colonial times. A test of resilience. And yet, amid the chaos, there is hope. The EFF's journey is not an isolated struggle, it is part of a long history of liberation movements that have faced immense opposition. From the anti-apartheid struggle to global fights for independence, history teaches us that true change often comes at a steep price. The EFF stands at a crossroads. Will it falter under pressure, or will it rise, stronger and more determined than ever? Its survival depends on resilience, unity, and a steadfast commitment to its mission. The path forward will not be easy, but it is a path worth walking. Connecting with the people. The EFF's strength lies not in its ability to dominate the media narrative but in its connection to the people. While the elite conspire to silence it, the EFF must double down on its grassroots efforts. The poor, the disenfranchised, and the forgotten remain its greatest allies. By amplifying their voices, the EFF can remind the nation of what truly matters, the fight for dignity and opportunity for all. A struggle bigger than the EFF. This battle is about more than the EFF. It is about the soul of South Africa. It is about whether the dreams of economic liberation and justice can withstand the relentless efforts to snuff them out. The attacks on the EFF are an extension of a deeper struggle, a struggle for land, resources, and self-determination. History is littered with examples of movements that were written off as doomed, only to rise and shape the future. The EFF can be one of those movements if it remains true to its vision. The road ahead. The forces aligned against the EFF are formidable, but they are not invincible. Monopoly capital may have money, but it does not have the spirit of the people. Rival formations may have platforms, but they lack authenticity. The EFF's greatest weapon is its unwavering commitment to the ideals of justice and freedom. This baptism of fire will test the EFF's resolve, but it is also an opportunity to emerge stronger. It is a reminder that the road to true liberation is not paved with ease but with struggle. The question is not just whether the EFF will survive the storm but whether South Africans are ready to confront the systems that perpetuate inequality. In the end, The struggle for economic freedom is not about one party or one leader, it is about the millions of lives that stand to be transformed. The fire may rage, but the fight continues. Economic freedom in our lifetime is not a dream, it is a promise. And promises, no matter how fiercely attacked, are worth keeping.